Exit polls, opinion polls saying one thing, you saw in the Haryana election, you saw in the Madhya Pradesh election, and then suddenly the result going in a completely different direction with massive swings. And this also included our own internal polling, which is quite sophisticated. So polling was showing us something, opinion polls were showing us something, polls, the regular polls showing us something, and suddenly we are finding the result is in the opposite direction. Became concretized. महाराष्ट्र पे पहले हम स्टेट लेवल पर बता नहीं पा रहे थे कि इस सस्पेशन का कारण क्या है, what is the logic behind this. Many arguments were made. The logic was difficult for us to come by. In Maharashtra and in Haryana, we saw it right in our face. Added in 5 months, then in 5 years. Caused us suspicion. More voters than the entire population of Maharashtra. Again, very surprising fact. And then huge jump in voter turnout after 5 p.m. And everybody saw this. महाराष्ट्र में विधानसभा में हमारा गठबंधन वाइप आउट हो जाता है और लोकसभा में कुछ ही महीने पहले हमारा गठबंधन स्वीप करता है. Very suspicious. And Maharashtra में we found at the state level that लोकसभा और विधानसभा के बीच में 1 crore new voters came into the game.
The Election Commission refuses, absolutely refuses to give us the voter list. Doesn't give it to political parties, gives it in a form where it simply cannot be analyzed, or it couldn't be analyzed until we did this work. And go back. EC rejects Congress plea for machine-readable Maharashtra voter list. Machine-readable is the key. Because if we want to analyze the data, we need soft copies. And I'll explain to you why. Go back here. And then something very interesting they did. They said we are going to destroy CCTV footage. And this was surprising to us because there was this question in Maharashtra that you would have had to have massive voting after 5:30 for the numbers to add up. And our people knew, and the alliance people knew that in the polling booths, no such thing happened. There was not massive voting after 5:30. There were no big lines after 5:30. So these two things made us believe with reasonable certainty that the Election Commission of India was colluding with the BJP to steal elections. This is 7 feet of paper. As you can see, you have to sort through every single one of these. When we faced this, we realized why the Election Commission doesn't give us electronic data. Because they don't want us to look carefully. Right? And this task took us 6 months. So what you're going to see here was 6 months of the work of 30 to 40 people, non-stop, comparing names, comparing addresses, comparing pictures. And we have done the work for one assembly constituency. If you want to do the work for one Lok Sabha, that's in Karnataka, that's 7. That's 7 of those. Right? So you can imagine the task that we are being forced to do. Now analyzing this, if the Election Commission gave us electronic data, 30 seconds. Right? And I repeat, this is why we are being given data like this. So that it is not analyzed. Next. Sorry, just go back. There's another very interesting thing that we discovered, which came as a shock to us, which is that these papers that are given they themselves do not allow for optical character recognition. So if you scan them, you can't actually get the data out of them. And we were surprised. Why? Why is the Election Commission protecting these pieces of paper? ठीक है, आप सॉफ्ट कॉपी नहीं देना चाहते, but इनको क्यों प्रोटेक्ट कर रहे हो? Right? And EC deliberately provides non-machine readable papers. This was another thing that when we discovered it, we were like, this is strange. Next. And so here is what we did. Our internal polling told us that we were expected to win 16 seats in Karnataka, and we won 9. So we then focused on the 7 unexpected losses, and we chose 1 Lok Sabha, and out of that Lok Sabha, our team said, we can only do 1 Vidhan Sabha. And so we chose 1 Vidhan Sabha, focused on Mahadevapura. So out of 6,50,000 total votes in the assembly of Mahadevapura, 1,250,000 votes were stolen. They were stolen in 5 different ways. The first way, duplicate voters. 1 voter appearing multiple times on the voter list. Fake and invalid addresses. Voters who didn't have addresses or were just fake addresses. Bulk voters in single address. 1 building, 50 people, 60 people, 1 bedroom house, but we go there, no 50 people living there. No record of those people ever having living there. 1 family living in that house. Invalid photos, photos which you simply cannot see or no photos existing of theirs on the polling list. And then the most interesting, misuse of Form 6. Form 6 is the form that allows new voters to become voters. So generally Form 6 is anyone who's 18 and above but hasn't voted in the last election. So they should be between 18 and 22, 23 years old. And so now we're going to go into the details and we're going to show you how this was done. Here is duplicate voter. There are 11,965 voters of this type. This is a gentleman called Gurkirat Singh Dang. Here he is. Can you zoom in? Gurkirat Singh Dang appears once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. In 4 different polling booths in the constituency. He is the same name, the same address, the same person, 4 different polling booths. And this is not just one person, this is thousands of people in one. These are all the people who have voted multiple times in Karnataka. That's the names, that's their addresses, that's the polling booths where they register to vote. Okay? Next. Fake addresses. Zoom in. House number 0. No, you're laughing. There are thousands and thousands of these people. No address, house number 0. House number 0, house number 0. 0. House number 0. Father's name, ILSDHFHUG. थोड़े और फादर्स नेम दिखाओ, ये बड़े इंटरेस्टिंग नाम है इनके. DFOIGOIDF फादर्स नेम. नहीं, आप हंस रहे हो भैया, पूरा सिस्टम उड़ा दिया है, चोरी हो रही है. हाउस नंबर 35, 80 voters live in this house. We sent people to check. They got beaten up. These 80 people live in this house. It's a single story, single room house. Here's another one. Booth number 366. थोड़ा इसमें zoom in करो. 46 voters, all from different families, living in a single bedroom house. And when we go there, they don't exist. You've heard that new voters vote for the Prime Minister. You've heard that said, right? Suna hai na? New voters, young voters like to vote for the Prime Minister. Now I'll show you how. So there is something called Form 6. 33,692 voters are registered here. This basically is anybody who wants to vote for the first time can use this list, Form 6. So you go, you get into Form 6, and then your name goes into the voter list. There's a lady called Shakun Rani, 70-year-old. 70-year-old. Zoom out. That's her. And you see a very interesting thing here. She appears twice on the voter list. She comes in using Form 6. Zoom into her name the first time. Zoom in there. Here, first name, Shakun, surname, Rani. Right? Now look at her picture. That's a picture. Now go to the other picture. Look at the picture. So this is essentially a zoomed in picture that they've taken. And this is now suddenly a new voter. Go back. Now, she has no surname, but her first name is Shakun Rani. Right? Go back. But what's really interesting here, now she uses this form twice. She uses it first on the 13/9/23, and then she does it again 31/10/23. So she becomes a voter twice, and then the beautiful thing is, show us the next slide, she actually votes twice. Or somebody votes twice for her. Right? There she is, that's the slip where she's been signed off as having voted in booth 341, and she's done it twice. Now we don't know if she's done it or somebody else has done it. Now this has been 33,000 people here in one assembly that have done this. What we are saying to the Election Commission is you're not in the business of destroying Indian democracy. You're in the business of protecting it. All this information now, this is evidence. Not just the Karnataka information, every single voter list of the country. This is a crime that is being committed against the Indian Constitution, against the Indian flag. Okay? This is nothing less than that. And this is evidence of the crime in one assembly. We are absolutely convinced because we see the pattern. We have studied the pattern. We are absolutely convinced that this crime is being done at a huge scale across the country, in state after state after state. So for us, the CCTV footage and the voter list is now evidence in crime. And the Election Commission is busy trying to destroy it. So I want the nation to know that there is a huge criminal fraud being perpetrated on this country. It is being done by the Election Commission and the party in power. And we have given you crystal clear, undoubtable proof here. There is circumstantial evidence. They do not give us the data. They give us the runaround. They have actively themselves said they're going to destroy CCTV footage. This is why they want to destroy it. They want to destroy it so that we cannot identify Shakun Rani voting twice. That's the truth of Indian democracy. I have shown, we have shown, the team has shown without any doubt that they have not done their job in one seat in Karnataka. And the people of that Lok Sabha have had their elections stolen. We believe that this has happened in many seats. Now, the Election Commission has to give us that information. Give the people of India that information. Because if they don't, there are going to be consequences. There are going to be consequences for every single polling officer who's doing this. Doesn't matter how senior you are, how junior you are. One day, the opposition is going to come to power, and then you see what we do to you. Because you are attacking the foundation of what our freedom fathers built. And we're not going to allow you to attack the foundation of what they built.